What up, fans, friends, and all alike? This is Self Built Mason Walls, and you are rocking with the Three Count Podcast.
Well, by now, if you're checking out this intro, you know what that means. This is now entering 201, and I'm your host, Clifford Red Dog Miller, the man that leads you up that mountain called wrestling. And like always, it's never about me, it's about who's entering the ring. So, who's entering? You see the man right here. He comes to us from ATCW, SWA, EWA. He's been all over the road, up and down the East Coast. If it's a state, he has touched it. He is self-built. He is Mason Walls.
Thank you. What a warm, wonderful welcome back. I appreciate it, Red Dog. It's always a pleasure to drop in. It's been 4 years too long. We're now at the end of 2025 with 2026 on the cusp. Let's go, brother. We here for you.
It has been a long time since we've been on the podcast because a lot has changed since we last had you on the show.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, look, we're now more so through the pandemic than we ever been when we started this. So, you know, things have been changing, things have been going forward, and we're just moving on up.
It's funny too, man, because I think back about like the first time that we met when we were in Glen Burnie,
Yeah,
Maryland,
yeah,
and to see like how far like we've come, like as homies all the way through and through. It's been wild, man. It's been a wild trip.
I agree. Absolutely. I mean, look, man, I'm really, really proud of everything that you've been doing, accomplishing, and just, sticking to your goals and things of that nature. I'm real proud of you. Because the thing is, you could have been one of the guys that just, dropped in and say, hey, okay, all right, I did it. I had my fun. But it's just that you are really like pioneering this a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you're creating your own path. So congratulations to you, um, and everything, and everything that comes to you as time goes on. You're the SWA Crown Champion. Look at that. Congratulations to that. That's a big
Yeah.
move. That is a big move. And you might have somebody like me eyeing that championship, so you better watch out, brother.
You know what's crazy, man? Is I think you had put it out on you put it up on Facebook, and I was like, this this has to happen at least one time for the one time. Like it
I
has to
know.
happen. Like
Oh yeah. You've been saying it. You've been saying it for years. You've been
for
saying it for
years.
years. Yeah, yeah. It has happened.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I remember when I first met you, and then like we ran into each other again, and we just kept running into each other and having conversations. And I was like, this is a person that like I learn a lot from, I talk to, I have fun and enjoy. And then it's like man, and the fact that the only time we've ever like been in a ring together was on a tag team, and I'm like, bro, like
Yeah.
it doesn't even have to be all that. It literally can just be like, hey man, these are just two dudes who are out here just fighting to be the best. That's it. And I just think about that thing because like every time I saw you, I was always like, I was always just looking at you like, damn, dude, I'm trying to catch him. I'm trying to get on his level
Man.
because
Look,
you're always doing something that I wanted to do, and I was like, I gotta catch him. I gotta catch him. I gotta catch him.
you know what? See, and that's a real that's a real special thing right there because sometimes you just never know like who's watching you or who may be admiring you from afar, even if they don't tell you, every single time. Like you never know, and that's what I like to get people. You know what I'm saying? That feeling. Like the thing is, it ain't all peaches and cream for me. It ain't all easy for me. But at the same time, I just try to I try to keep my head up. You know what I'm saying? Stay encouraged. I got people in my corner who always saying stay encouraged, including you. Much appreciation. But I got people that try to keep me grounded and things of that nature. So, from me to you, I thank you for that because sometimes I don't know. You understand? Like sometimes I don't know when I may be going through something or I may be close to saying, you know what, I'm finished. But then at the same time, I never know who's watching me saying, man, that man is doing it. He's doing something. Like, I don't know, it's such an incredible feeling. I can't explain it.
Yeah, and I remember like you went down to like Florida for a little bit, and then you came back up, and you was working here, and then like I seen like you jumping into like New Jersey, into like Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
and I was like, bro, like I just have to stay on the grind mindset. Of what like I was like, whatever Mason's on, like I got to be on that level too, and I got to keep working. And then I remember like I had that practice match, and I
Yeah,
remember like your words of advice of like, "No, bro, you got it. Just keep going, keep pushing." And then
yeah,
I remember, I think it was at SWA when we were working in that tag team match. Uh, we had all been talking, and I was like, "Yeah, well, I know I'm the." I was like, "I know I'm the young one here, so I'll just, I'm not gonna pay attention." And I remember you looking at me you're like, "No, no, 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 no. Out of everybody here, like, yeah, you are not doing the least, so you are in it, so you need to pay attention and
yeah,
understand where your
yeah,
place is."
man. Look, listen. At the end of the day, this is all like everybody's part matters. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's part matters. No matter how you feel about yourself, if you feel like you can't contribute as much and you want to lower yourself, I'm the person that's not gonna let you do that. Like, nah, you are in this just as much as I'm in this, and we're gonna do what we have to do. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna entertain the crowd, and we're gonna go forward. Win, lose, draw. Yo, mistakes are always gonna be made. But at the same time, like it really depends on you. Pretty much rebounding from it, locking in, what I'm saying, practicing, going forward, and just going on to the next thing. Trying to always, one up yourself. Like, to me, I'm my own competition. That's why I always like treat it as such or whatnot. And I guess that's why you feel like, whatever you see me on, you're trying to catch that. This is just always me versus me. Like every time it's me versus me. Every single time, every single performance, every single show, it's always me versus me at the end of the night, because what we're all left with when everything's said and done, and we ride in the car, whether it be by ourselves or even with people, what's left is everything that you went through. You know what I mean? It's like, did I do well enough? Like, people, your fans are always going to tell you that you did great. That's fine. They're going to say that. Sometimes to us, we're our own, worst critic. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yep.
our own main character. So, if you're real with yourself, like I'm real with myself, I'm never going to tell myself that, oh, that was perfect. Well, listen, there's always one little thing where it's like, damn, I wish that was better. Or I could have done that instead of that. Like, it's always a learning opportunity. It's always an opportunity to grow. And, end of the day, you can never stop learning anyway, period. No matter how far you get in this game, if you stop learning, you might as well go ahead and pull out, go do something else.
Facts. It's funny because like even today, like I just got my highlight video done and I
Okay.
got it sent back to me, and I looked back at everything I did in 2025, and I was like, damn, like I have wrestled in a lot of different places this year. I was like, I'm like, and I remember like my boss asking me yesterday, actually, it was, well, no, it was Tuesday. She was asking me, she was like, so what do you want to do? I was like, well, I want to go wrestle in Texas. I want to wrestle in North Carolina. I want to wrestle in Chicago. I want to go wrestle in Illinois. I want to go wrestle in like Michigan and Vermont and New Hampshire. And I looked back and I was like, bro, there was one day where I literally drove to West Virginia, worked a match against Ruckus, got in the car, drove home to Massachusetts, got up 5 hours later, drove to Maine to
Mm.
wrestle Isaiah Wolf back to back days. And I was like, this is insane that I did this.
And you see what I mean, bro? That's the grind, though. You know what I mean? That's the grind. And I mean, with you doing things like that, I'm pretty sure like you were motivated from one city to the next. Like, it's all tiring, but it's all worth it. When you get to it, you know what I'm saying? It's like none of that hardship going into it matters. It's like I'm here. I'm ready to do what I do. I'm ready to do what I practice. I'm ready to do what I live for. And that's just entertain these people and give them a good show. Like, that's always been you. Again, like I said, brother, congratulations, and keep that going, man. Seriously, keep it going. Now I have to catch up to you since I'm the one that been out for 7 months.
Well, and that was the thing too, man. It's like I remember like we talked and you had told me that you were, gonna take a hiatus because you like, some things are going on, you know. And I was like, damn, dude. I was like, I just can't wait to see you come back. That's all it was. I was like, I can't wait because when you come back, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna tear some shit up. And then like
Yeah,
then all of a sudden, like I started watching you kind of trickle a little bit, like, hey, should I do this? And I saw like a video of you put out that you were at practice, and then all of a sudden I saw like randomly, the Spider-Man meme, and I was like, all right, I know what's happening.
there you go. There you go. Yeah, man. It's just it all fell into place because actually, to be real with you, and without like giving up too much information, I was supposed to make a return before that show, but everything fell apart. You know what I mean? It's just like sometimes when God closes the door, He opens a window. You know what I mean? Because that window ended up being C3W. Opportunity was open. I jumped on it. It was very very close to my area. Obviously, here in Baltimore, like it was in walking distance from me. So it's like bro, all of this is a sign to me. So it's like, okay, if I don't do it, then I guess I'm not ready to do it. But at the end of the day, I always fought to, if you remember what happened back in April when I cut the promo letting everybody know I'm stepping away, my goal was to never like leave the entire year. I wanted to
Yeah,
get back as quick as I possibly could when I felt, up to par. So within that, like I'm not saying everything um, is back to normal yet as far as like what took me out in the first place. It's really not, but I'm just doing my best again to stay encouraged, power through, try to even motivate people that's going through something. Period. Maybe something that's similar to what I'm going through, or maybe worse, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that the end of the day, you sitting down and just sulking it is not going to do anything for you. It's not going to help you grow. It's not going to help you learn. It's just going to help you be in one space and be depressed. And, nothing will get better like that. I promise you, nothing will ever get better like that. So, again, I saw the opportunity. I jumped on it. The Spider-Man thing, that wasn't even, to be honest with you, that wasn't even a thing that day. Like, it wasn't even a thing when I, hooked up with the opportunity at C3W. It wasn't like, that wasn't the first thing. It's just that the promoter wanted his show to be based around lucha. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't have a lucha mask, but to me, I have a Spider-Man mask. So I'm like, and I was already wearing the Spider-Man compression under my clothes because I like to layer up when it's cold. So
yeah.
so I just thought to myself, I said, I probably can pull this off. And then in the perfect place at Taco Fest and Power Plant Live, bro, it was so many people, so many kids. I just felt like it was an opportunity that I could not like pass over. You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, like, I'm gonna go ahead and try this and see what happens. And best decision I've ever made. Like, I've had plenty of matches. For some reason, this one hits different. You know what I'm saying? It hit different. Like I think about it, still think about it, obviously, because it's only been almost a month. But it hit way differently than any other. Like I don't know whether it was me embodying the superhero gimmick of Spider-Man and things of that nature, and all the kids just being on it, or just a combination of me coming back, me having the nerves and the anticipation, and doing the Spider-Man thing all at once and just receiving all the love. You know what I mean? Like all the energy. Like it was different. Like I've had good matches. I've won championships. I've done all that. But this hit different. As far as like, me embodying that whole thing, it hit different. Like I don't even know how to explain it, but it hit completely different. I'm glad I took a chance on doing it. My opponent, Van, he didn't want me to wear the mask at first. He just wanted to, wrestle me one on one, like we've already done it at that place plenty of times. But I said, no, 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 no. I said, look, I promise you, this will work. This will work. So I convinced them, and the whole thing is money, brother. The whole thing is money. Seriously, for real.
It,
You know what I'm saying?
it's
Y'all want to
funny,
see? Y'all want to see a good match with good energy? Watch that match. I'm
bro.
telling you, watch that match.
It is so hard not to have a bad match with Bam because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he just gets it. You know, it's one of those things where like I worked him at Riot Maker Pro Wrestling, um, and I was laughing because like in West Virginia he is loved. They loved him there, and he had to be the bad guy. So
Sometimes the bad guy gets all the love. You know how it is in the
yeah,
ring.
exactly. So
Bad don't mean bad no more. Bad means if it's bad enough and I like it, I love it.
I love
That's
it.
just how it goes. You know?
But it was so much fun, like getting to work him, and it was the first time Bam and I had to work, which
Yeah.
was insane. Because the funny part was is I met Vam in the dark arts, like my second week, really of like trying out wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like a few months later, Vam came back, he saw me, and he was like, "Hey, if you're really gonna do this, you need to go train with Siggy."
Mm.
And I said, "Okay." And yeah, I was like, "Give me a name, give me anything, any contact information, and I'll get it done." And sure enough, like he did, he sent it to me in that text. I sent a message a second, and I was like, "I'll be there in January." And like ever since then, I kept telling Bam, "Oh yeah, we gonna work, we gonna work, we gonna work." And it took us almost 6 years to get our first match.
Nah, man. Look. Don't even look at it like that. the fact of the matter is what you kept saying, bro. What did you keep saying?
Oh yeah, so it's gonna happen.
Because you look, regardless whether it be 6 days, 6 months, 6 weeks, or 6 years, you feel me? You made it happen because you kept manifesting it. Just like you're
Yeah.
talking about me, you were manifesting that thing with me, and right now, look, listen. Truth be told, you are now in the seat where you can make that happen when you think about it. You are. You're more in that seat than I am. You get me, champ?
Yeah.
So just
Hey,
trust
trust
and
me.
believe. It can happen. It can
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, trust, because like I've definitely told he's well aware of like my who's of like who I want to work. And then when you was and that's the thing too, like seeing you and you was gone, I'm like, man, I hope it's not forever. I hope it's just a small hiatus. That's all I kept telling myself.
Man, bro, I done hurt people's feelings with this, bro, and I wasn't even trying to do that.
Well, you gotta remember too, like we've been homies for a long time, so
I
like,
know.
and I get it too. Like a lot of other people, it's funny because I know a lot of other people will be like, well, yeah, but like, Mason, Mason, my brother too. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Like Mason and I known each other for years before like I ever got into the business. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah. So
we
it's
just
good.
we just happened to run into each other again, and then all things stayed the same after that. And that's
For
where
sure.
like, yeah. So I mean, to me, like, yeah, it meant more, and that's why I think like outside of Chaz and Prince and Sicken, yeah, the boys of PI and Sicken, right? Like this and TJ, I'll be fair, because
Yeah,
TJ and I,
yeah, yeah. It's all good.
but like this relationship matters to me because like I'm like, yo, like this is my dude. Like I'm always checking on him. He's always checking on me. We're always like wishing each other well. We're always making sure that, none but positive
Absolutely.
vibes always happening between us because like that's the kind of relationship that you look for when you're looking for like a brother like that you run deep with. And that's where
Absolutely.
like and that's what
Absolutely.
with you. That's why I'm like always like I drop in because I know you're doing well, but I just drop in and be like, yo man, how you doing real quick? Just to see
Yeah.
how you. That's all it is. It's
Hey man, it's all love, bro. I always appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and now going forward, like, yeah, TJ well aware of like, hey, yo, this is how we think. Because as soon as I think you said something like I think you had this like comeback with the question mark, and I was like, okay, we gotta run this. I was like, yeah, that's us.
You already know.
Self built versus the Red Dog. Yo, that's
Yo,
just me.
there you
I,
go. Good. There you go.
yeah, one day it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen in 2026. I'm gonna
It's
put it
gonna
there.
happen, bro. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do a little Hulk Hogan politicking, but it can happen, bro.
Oh, I'm well aware. I don't. And the thing is like I don't think I have to push too hard. I already know kind of like some of the plan that's about to happen, so I'm like, all right,
There you
we'll
go.
figure it all out, and then like, yeah, turn it all over after that. But for you, man, you coming back now? You're 7 months away, like you said. You coming back now. Like, what's the goals, man? What's the plan now? What are we trying to do?
The plans are forever not changing. So for me, I'm getting back onto what I was already doing, and that's dominating every position that I've always been in, every opportunity that's been placed before me. You understand? Like I'm out here, you know, ready to always leave it better than I found it. Period. So, like I said, the goal remains the same, and I'm just ready to get back to championship pursuits. It's time for me to hold a championship above my head again. It's been too long for me. I feel like gold looks good on me. It looks good around me. And then when I get to go ahead and talk my stuff in any promo, I'm always showing off a championship, bro. So we already know. Give the people what they want. What the people want is for self-built Mason Walls to be back on top again and running it again because I'm the man for the job. I'm in the driver's seat. Period. You can't do nothing with me.
So where are we trying to go now? Like, what's the areas? Like, I know you're gonna say I'll go anywhere, but I want to know like where are we really trying to go?
You said something earlier, and it's been in my mind for at least like probably like a year or two now. But Texas, definitely Texas. I wanted to get down to Booker T School Reality of Wrestling. Like some years back, I had a couple of good dudes in Florida named Culture Inc. I'm not sure if you heard of them. Tag team. One of the guys just Eli Knight. One of the guys just got signed to WWE for the I think the what's it called? Um, the Evolve program,
Yep.
whichever one it is. So he just
Yeah.
got signed, and those guys were down there, putting in work wrestling, and they shot me the producer of the show's information. I just never pulled the trigger yet because I want to make sure that all my all my essentially ducks are in the row before I go ahead and make that move to get down there and see what I can do. Because it's a big situation. I just want to make sure I'm ready for it as much as I possibly can be. So
Yeah,
Texas is on my radar. Atlanta, Georgia, I never wrestled there. That's on my radar. Um, no, I've already done Florida. I want to do Maine. I went to Maine before, but I didn't wrestle. I was like, a part of the show, helping out, but I didn't particularly wrestle. So it's like I kind of want to do that again because that happened almost 8 years ago. I feel like I didn't really get to touch that situation as much as I wanted to. I want to go out the country. Like I want to do England. I want to do Mexico. I want to do Puerto Rico. I want to do places that I've never ever touched. And it doesn't matter how big or small. I just want to get to these places, touch these places, and let them know what my name is, and leave an impact, a lasting, as much as I possibly can.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel like.
Oops, sorry, brother.
Oh, you good?
Yep, go ahead, man.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. So yeah, I feel like I want to hit up like a bunch of different areas too. And like to me, like traveling wise is going to be great and stuff and hit everywhere. It's funny because
Yes.
I do know Malik, I do know Nick, I do know Kaya, I do
There you
know
go.
I do
Yep.
know Culture
There you go.
Inc. And so yeah, I've been trying to link up with those dudes for a minute just to pick their brains because like
Yep.
obviously I'll be fair, man, when I say this. I don't think anybody has a prettier moonsault than Eli. Like,
Yeah, he
period.
has a very, very, very good one. It's just so elegant. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's majestic when he does it.
he just looks. It looks so effortless. Like he's just like, I'm just gonna chill in the air forever.
Hey, man, look, practice make perfect, man. He does them all the time. So, I'm not surprised that it looks that good.
Yeah, I think somebody else said there's another name out there I want to work, and I'm gonna try to make this happen as much as possible. But Midas Black is definitely from main event.
Oh,
Like,
okay. All right.
yeah,
Okay, that's a good one.
he been working down over at the dungeon in Florida right now with Natty and TJ.
Oh,
And
nice.
like,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. That's absolutely excellent.
But also a Ring of Honor, man, a reality of wrestling, man. You got Mr. Will all day. Like that's
Yeah.
another person that I
Yes.
just
Couple good names down there, bro.
yeah. So I love looking at the different scenes and different people that are working in different areas. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to run a match with that person, that person, that person, that person. Like I just find a list. I'm just like, bro, these are all these guys that I'm trying to hit and find and work with, because it's funny for me because this is gonna sound very shallow. I don't really care. This is my goal, right? I don't care what anybody else can say,
Go ahead, man.
but I want to make the PWI 500 next year.
Say it one more
Like
time.
I want to make that PWI 500 next year.
It's fine. That's a little listen, man. It's a goal. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, make them hear your name, bro. That's the only way that works. They gotta hear your
Yeah,
name. They gotta see you out there like that. They have to really like know, hey, look, that's a name I've heard before. That's a name I've seen before. This guy puts in work. He's been here, he's been here, he's been here. Bro, you know how this goes. You know what I'm saying? The more that you're doing what you're doing now, hitting your feet to the ground, hitting over here, hitting over there, bro, people are getting to know you every single time. That's how that name be buzzing. So you have to like keep that going in order to even get in that book, man. To even touch that book, you know?
and it's funny because like I put my stuff in last year,
Yeah,
and I saw the list come out, and I was like, all right, well I'm not on the list, and I knew I wasn't gonna, and I don't say that I didn't know I wasn't gonna be on the list. But I was like, I have a strong case this year to be on the list.
there you
So
go.
I hit up the editor in chief. I don't care. There are rules, and I broke one of them. So I hit him up, and all I asked was, "What can I do to make this list?" And he legit told me, he was like, "Listen, you're one of the names we were talking about." And I was like, "Damn, all right." So my name's in the room.
There you
We're in
go.
the room.
There you go. That's all you need. Look, listen, they already know your name a little bit. So guess what? That's step one.
Yep.
That's step one right there.
So, it'll be good to be able to get in and try to break that because that's all I want to do. Because I was fair, and I'll be fair with everybody here. I'll make that announcement. And I don't feel like everybody knows, but I told him I was like, "Yo, I have 2 years left in this.
You
Like
have how many years?
two,
Two?
Yep, 2028. I won't be like taking bookings just because I'll be fair too, and it's a valid reason. The little one is not so little. She'll be a senior in 2 years, and
Sure. Yeah,
I
man.
want to just be a part of her world of like going to colleges and checking out checking out different places and doing things. And I'm not saying necessarily it's like a goodbye thing. It's definitely like just it could be just a 1 year hiatus. And then when she goes to college, like whatever. Like at this
Yeah,
point, I can do whatever.
brother, it's always family first,
Yeah,
like you got to take care of home first, before anything. So with her being so close to so close to college now, brother, this ain't really going to take up a lot of your time. You're going to just make sure that you see her off, make sure she's straight, tap in with her, and guess what, brother, it's back to you, it's back to your grind. So take the time you need when it comes time, you feel me, and we all got your back, period.
yeah. So I said it to Chaz. I said it to Prince. And Noah was the one that was most shocked of everybody. And then I brought it up to TJ and
Yeah.
Nick, and I just let them know. I was like, yeah, like I literally, I'm just kind of hanging by it. That's why I'm living by the moment. And so to make it before I hit this hiatus, man, make that list would just be fly. And then I could just do, then I'm just like, all right, now we're going to push this brand a little further. And then after that, see me like Darkwing Duck, just gone.
Well, I'm gonna need you to bust your ass for the next 2 plus, all the way up, so you can
Yeah.
get on that list, man, so you can at least hit that goalpost before you take your little break and say, hey, look, I did that. I did that. Daddy did that. You know, I
Yeah.
worked hard for it. So
So, well,
wishing
we're
you the
gonna
best, my man, always.
I appreciate. So
Yeah.
let's get back, man. So we looking to travel, we looking to hit up different places. I know you were talking about Maine, you know. Um, what is it this time that's gonna make a big difference to you that you could let's say it like this. If a kid came to you and was like, you know, what are we doing? Like how are we evolving the character of the self built Mason Walls? Like what you telling them?
Um, you know, there's no really like easy answer to it. I would just say that I'm always learning about myself, each and every time, each and every day, each and every performance. I wouldn't say there's a major change yet because I just feel like I have not like fully tapped in the way that I need to. Like this if anything, the space break kind of like to me kind of put it back a little bit, what I'm saying, set me back. So I just feel like, I have a lot to still work on this character actively. Um, a lot of ways that I still want to push myself and still want to push the self-built image, the self-built name, the indomitable spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just I'm always just like I want to compare myself to anybody. Like I want to compare myself to people like Spider-Man. I want to compare myself to people like Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Like I'm just always that like that warrior, that character, that number one guy, that always want to right the wrong no matter what, you know? And just always give 110% of myself each and every single time. So again, I'm still like developing. I'm still trying to make sure that I hit every aspect of who I am, and I feel like I'm just learning it every day. You know what I'm saying? Every single day, I'm just learning new things and just learning to lock in more on myself and just wanting to continue to further that image, further that positive hero image that these kids need. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously a lot of these kids need someone to look up to, and I always want to be that guy. I always want to be that leader.
Yeah, you definitely give off like, and this is one of my favorite things about you too is that like anything you say, you could probably read the phone book and make it sound like it's like the biggest motivational speech of like all time.
That's what I try to do. See, you got it right there. Hit the nail on the head. You got it. That's what I want to look. I want to make it believable. If you don't believe it, then I'm
Yeah,
not selling it right. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can't make you believe it, then I'm not doing my job. And that's how I look
yeah,
at it.
yeah. No, it's definitely one of those things that I definitely I've admired, like especially when it comes to your promos and stuff like
Yeah,
that, and when you're in ring work, like I definitely buy into
appreciate it.
like everything that's happening.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I'm just trying to, lock in on the things that I need to lock in on. And, coming up, I've taken all the advice that I've been able to take from, every person that came before me. People like Elijah Burke, the Pope, Brutal Bob Evans, Jonathan Gresham. My peers like TJ Sykes, who helped, had a hand in helping to train me up and things of that nature. This is why I'm always around them, or I'm always saying good things about them. I mean, I try to take from everybody that I've been around. I trained at MCW Pro Wrestling for a little bit, met some good names there throughout the years and whatnot. So I'm just taking from everybody, and just hopefully, while I'm taking all the advice, hopefully I'm flipping it, and my actions are showing it.
Yeah, and that was something for me. That's like a thing that I was like thinking about too was like how do I add more things to the arsenal of what Red Dog already does, right? And it's just like what makes him funny, what makes him connect, what makes things like wild just for no reason, right? Like what are the things that are going to happen? And I know like one of the things I added to it was like this was like a couple years ago. I did a promo for this dude. Well, I did for Invictus Pro Wrestling before they shut down. And
Okay.
I was wrestling Diego El Trabajador, and so I was like, "Yo, let me pretend that I learned Spanish in like a montage video so that I could just communicate with him." And so like I did a whole video where it's just montaged up. And then like recently, full backstory for anybody who's watching this. About 2 years ago, I saw a friend of mine and we were bullshitting and I was talking about like, yeah, I'm gonna learn sign. I did sign and I was talking about sign language and he was like, well, I know how to sign. He's like, I signed and he signed he's like, I know how to sign one thing. He's like, my dinosaur was like ate my bacon. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was
Right.
like, yo, let
Okay.
me I was like, that kind of got me thinking about things and because outside of wrestling, I do personal training. So I was like, well, like 13% of people in America either hard of hearing or they're deaf. So
Wow.
I was like, yo, that's a skill set that would be fun to just learn. But then also, I feel like that's a skill set that like Red Dog would use just to bullshit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It sounds up your alley. It sounds like you talking about me making a phone book work. You can
Yeah.
make that work.
Yeah.
I think
So
so.
I learned to sign.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, man. Look, listen. You practice that more, brother. You'll make people believe you, and they will
Oh,
really will like lean into it. They'll buy into it. Trust me. But you have to make them believe it. You have to, make it look convincing. You know.
yeah. Well, it's funny because I've actually got to test out my knowledge on like what I know,
Sure.
like in signing.
Okay.
And so like I saw like two like people like talking to like one on one, and I
Yeah.
thought to myself, I was like, "Yo!" And I walked up, and this is literally how I said it too. I was like, "Hey," I was like, "That's not fair." And they're like, "What's not fair?" I was like, "I want to sign too." And so they were like, "Oh, come talk to us." And so like from then on, I was like, "Oh, I can actually get into this." So it was so much fun, like getting in and actually be able to practice something that I've been doing because I thought about how funny it would be, like, if Red Dog was, like, a heel, and he's walking in the ring talking, and he's like, "Yo, like, all these people out here, they suck." The crowd boo, and see the one person that's not listening to me and be like, "Yo, like,
Oh,
F?
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
That
you
bro,
deaf?"
that's a good one. That's a good one right there.
Yeah,
That's a
and
good
it'll be
one.
like that person will probably be out there and be like, "Yes," and they'll be like, "No, you're
That's a
stupid."
wow. Bro, you can pull that off. That's a good one. That's a
But that's
really
what
good
I was like, "Yo, this would be so much fun to just be able to communicate with people and just talk in sign language." And yeah, so I started playing with it, and then like I think I've learned maybe like 50, 60 words, and I can like kind of put most of those together to like try to uh like put promos together. I did a whole promo in sign language. Like
nice. Okay.
and it was just a perfect opportunity. Like it just to be fair, it was a perfect opportunity. So I think you might have seen I had worked Kurt Blair
No, yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah.
Kurt Blair in his promo was talking about, you asked a question, but I didn't really pay attention because
Hmm.
the audio quality wasn't up to par. So I took the track that he made for Studio 22, played it in the background, and did the rest of it in sign.
Oh, oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah. I was like, I learned this. kill
Wow,
just for
man.
fun.
Look, man, you're a smart man right there, working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I still practice it now. So like I'll be at work, like
Yeah.
talking to people about it and stuff.
Okay. All right. That's what's up, bro. Yeah. Look. Listen, man. You find something like that that you can, attach to. Run with it, man. Run with it. Make it yours. Own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I saw Chris Statlander do it on AEW, and I was like, that's so smart. I was like, that's
Right.
literally
Right.
an
Right.
untapped audience. And she's like, and there she was like, this is my house, and I was like, yes, it is.
There you go.
Yo, so let me take this over to the wrap up of this podcast, right? So what we do here for the wrap up, we do what's called pin submit DQ. So everybody knows the other game that goes with it, kill Mary. So
Pretty much.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna give you three entities. You gotta pin one, submit one, and DQ one.
Okay.
You can also give reasons. You don't have to give reasons. It's just
Sure.
it'll look. So
All right.
let's start us off with three gentlemen that you know oh so well. Uh, the Don Chaz Evans, Prince Machiavelli, and Noah Idol.
All right. You just all pairing this, right? Let me see. Hmm. All right. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pin Noah. We're gonna submit Chaz. I'm gonna get a good one out of that one. I want Chaz to submit. I want to fold him like no other. You understand me? Me and him, yeah. I need him tapping out. You know what I'm saying? You got to, buddy. I'm sorry. You talk too much, you run your mouth too much. You need to tap out. You need to be one screaming. That's what you need to do. See, look, Noah, he follows up when they get hyped, he follows up. So it's like I don't
Mhm.
really find him too much of a bother. So pinning him, getting him out the way, that's fine. Chaz, he got to submit. And of course, Machiavelli, we done did it in real life. DQ. It is what it is. You can fight all day, fight all night, fight into the crowd, fight outside, whatever. DQ.
I like it. Let me do Venom, Spider Man, and then we're gonna do Miles Morales.
Okay. I'm gonna pin Spider-Man. I'm gonna submit Miles Morales. I don't have no particular reason. I just want that. No particular reason, but I want that. And we're gonna DQ with Venom because I just feel like Venom is he's very, very unpredictable. So it's
Yeah.
like with him, I'm gonna need everything that I can get to mess with this guy because this guy is just completely ridiculous. You understand? Like, look, man, I still got an old classic. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I still got an old classic I like to play from time to time. I'm a little bit of an old head, brother. But when you talk all that, you see my people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always thinking like, okay, okay. So you're asking the right questions. Just let you know.
I like that. I like
I
that a
already
lot.
knew. I already knew you would. I already knew you was gonna dig it.
And then last but not least, my favorite, my last three that we're gonna shoot off with, right? So let's go with let's go let's go Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James.
Oh my gosh. Come on,
The GOAT.
man. Like, look, man. It's been a lot of talk just specifically about these three as of late, only because of LeBron, man. All right. So what we're gonna do? Damn. That's a good one. All right. So I'm gonna pin Jordan. I'm gonna pin Jordan. I'm gonna have this no disqualification for Kobe. And I'm gonna make LeBron James submit. King James, you gonna have to tap out, bruh. Period.
I like
All right.
that.
It is what it is.
I'm hitting that man. I'm hitting that man with a chair, bro.
You feel
Instantly.
me? Do you feel
Yeah,
me? Come on,
LeBron with
man.
a chair, dog. That's
Go.
how
Let's go.
instant.
And I ain't even no LeBron hater. It's just that since you put them other two up there, somebody gonna have to take the fall.
So we're gonna have to. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think I would pin Jordan. You know
Yeah.
what's funny though is I would submit Kobe and I would hit
I,
LeBron with a chair.
I thought about that, but it's like since Kobe's not here, I don't want to like make somebody that's not here tap out. Like if you would have asked me and you put Eddie Guerrero in there, I'm never tapping out Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
I barely want to pin him. So it's just like, it's one of those things, bro. One of those like catch-22 things. Like
I'll say it, and I'll tell you how. I'll tell you a submission. Ankle lock. Why?
That's fine.
Because my man had a bum Achilles.
I ain't mad, bro. Fair enough.
I love Kobe, by the way.
Nah, man, look, we all, bro, look, brother, come on, let you see what I'm wearing, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, man, let you see what I'm wearing, bro? Bro, you see what I'm wearing? Ask me the question, you see what I'm wearing? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yo, I was like, Kobe to me will always be in a top 3 conversation. But you got to catch this ankle lock, bro.
You don't even care. You don't give a damn. You really don't give a damn.
Somebody out there about the time, I'm gonna see it in the comments, like someone be like, "You can't do that."
I know, you know how people be, bro. Look, people sensitive. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
but it's all love, y'all. It's all love, y'all. It's all love.
Then don't get in the ring with me, Kobe. Like,
Understand? Don't get in the ring, with Red Dog, because he's going for that ankle, bro. And guess what, Kobe? You done had a couple of ankle injuries before.
I mean, he got Jalen Rose. Let's be real.
Yes. Damn.
I'll never. But I still think about that commercial where he was with Jalen, and he was like, they're like, "Hey, is there anything you do? Yeah, can I get a martini? How many olives would you want? 81."
Yo, chill. The 81, not the 81 one drop, bro.
The key gets it.
That's classic, bro. Classic.
Absolutely. All right, man. So what I want you to do is I want you to let these people know where they can find you.
Well, where y'all can find me right now, my home is actually social media until I come to a city near you. You can follow me on Facebook at my regular Facebook, Mason Walls. I have a like page that's Self-Built Mason Walls. Also another like page, Self-Built Brand. You can follow all 3 of those. I'm on YouTube as Mason Walls. I'm on Twitter, Mason Walls. What else am I on? Oh yeah, Instagram, of course. Mason Walls Walls 910. I'm sorry, man. Look, I gotta look at that handle more. But listen, anywhere you type in Mason Walls, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, don't matter. Type in Mason Walls, you will find me for sure.
Well, he gave you all the handles. He told you how you can find him, and you guys should, because he is a close homie, and that you definitely need to be following my brother right now. So what does that mean?
Gang.
Like every part of a wrestling match, we gotta take this home because this is a 3 Count Podcast presents Now Entering 201, and I'm your host Clifford Red Dog, the man that leads you up that mountain called wrestling. And like every good shirt, but it's never about me; it's about who's entering. So who's entering? You see him right there, self-built himself, Mason Wall. You guys know what to do. Tune in to the next episode and be there, or you're legitimately subscribed to our YouTube channel. You're following all of our social media accounts. You're listening to us on Spotify. Make sure we're part of that rap next year, right? That's really what we want. You're checking us out on Amazon Music. You're even checking us out on a dumb app with the stupid jingle that goes iHeartRadio or whatever it is. You're checking out our merch on ProWrestlingTees.com. You're even checking out all of our new merch on ForYourWear.com. You're telling your mom about it, your dad about it, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your grandmas, your grandpas, your best friends, your enemies, because we love haters too. So you're doing all that stuff, but really just kind of waiting for this episode to end. You're waiting for the outro, and you're choosing another episode to listen to. Kawaii. What's up? It is your friendly neighborhood Red Dog, and thank you for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. Whether that was Chaz Friends, Red Dog Friends, Damien Friends, The Film Slouch, Now Into the Ring, Now Entering 201, or Now Returning to the Ring, all those good episodes. You should really be liking, commenting, and even sharing this with your friends, family, whoever it may be. But what you all should be doing is checking us out on all of our social media platforms at 3 Count Pod. Whether that's on IG, Twitch, you can check us out on Threads, whatever it may be. And if you go check us out on X, it is 3count_pod. Check us out on YouTube, as well as Facebook, on Rumble, on Apple Music, on Spotify. All those fun things. Tell your mom about us, your dad about us, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, and your best friends and your enemies, because we love haters too. Do all that stuff. And then, last but not least, buy our merch on ForYourWear.com or ProWrestlingTees.com. Kawaii.